Welcome back to another video of Art of the Outdoors. Today I got a new tool to try out and give a review on. Now this is a DeWalt cordless circular saw. It's a DCS391B. It takes a 20 volt max battery and I really can't wait to try this tool out. The saw includes a 6.5 inch blade and the battery is not included. I'm going to go ahead and open up the box. Looks like the first thing we get inside the box is an owner's manual, but I highly doubt we'll need this. Next, it looks like the saw. And you can see here is the saw. It's pretty lightweight so far. And it's pretty compact. I like it. You can see here on the bottom of the box is the included blade. It looks like the wrench to install the saw blade is right here on the right hand side of the saw. It's just an Allen wrench. And you can see to loosen the nut, we got to go this way. I'll take the protective covering off the blade. It looks like the factory blade is an 18 tooth blade. And you can see when installing the blade, there's an arrow here on the guard that shows the rotation goes this way. And you'll want to line that up with the blade arrow. So you can see here on the saw blade, there's an arrow right there. And it's the same direction as the one on the saw. So I'll slide this up and I'll put the blade, put this there, and then we'll tighten down our bolt. Now you can see here on the right side of the guard there's a button that you can push down that will act as a brake, so you can tighten the saw blade without it rotating. Very nice feature. Just make it nice and snug there and let go of the button, and the blade's installed. Be sure to put back the wrench. So far it looks like the saw has every function that any other circular saw would have. You have your bevel adjustment here. Looks like it ranges from 0 to 50 degrees. It locks by turning the bolt right. You can adjust the depth of the cut here by loosening that. Tighten it just like so. Now we'll install the battery and see if it works. Now it looks like there is a safety feature on this saw that you have to use your thumb and your finger to pull the trigger. So what I'll usually do is push my thumb down on that safety mechanism, and then you can push down the trigger. And there it goes. Alright, I have a traditional circular saw here with a 7¼ inch blade that's a corded style, and I have a scale here that I want to compare the weight of the two to see if the DeWalt cordless is much lighter. So I'll go ahead and zero out my scale and put the hook onto the handle. Looks like the corded saw weighs about 6 pounds. Let's test out the cordless saw. It has the 5 amp hour battery attached. And it looks like this one weighs between 5 and 6 pounds. Alright, I have a standard pine 2x4 and we're going to see how many cuts I can get out of one battery. Now this battery is fully charged. Alright, here goes our first cut. Pretty smooth. There's one. Saw is slowly starting to slow down. And finally the saw died. Almost got through the whole board. Well, just to put in perspective of how many cuts I've made, I might have to do a review on a shop broom after this. Well, after counting all the cutoffs, I made 285 cuts. That is really impressive. After all that cutting, the saw held up great. So far, I have no complaints about it. It cuts just like butter. Well, as an added bonus, let's do a couple cuts with the corded circular saw to see how it might compare. Now, this has a brand new Diablo blade. I've never cut anything with this saw yet. It has very similar power to a normal corded circular saw. The only thing with this one is you have the ease of not having to worry about cutting a cord. I was really impressed with how many cuts this saw made because I was only expecting maybe 40 to 50 cuts. But 285, that is just crazy. One thing I learned from this tool is technology has gone a long way over the last 10 years because I've seen videos of people using cordless saws in the past and they could only get the 40 to 50 cuts, and this is really impressive with just a 5 amp hour battery, and you can even probably go up to a 8 or 9 amp hour DeWalt and it probably lasts twice as long. Well, if you are wondering if you should add a cordless circular saw to your shop, it is a great idea. I hope you learned something in this video, and thanks for watching, and please like and subscribe.